All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. India's Supreme Court has just made, this is breaking news, has just made an extremely bullish ruling for Bitcoin. So what do they do? India's Supreme Court has just struck down a central bank directive that effectively banned Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in India. Bloomberg was the first to report this. Other tech sites, they are confirming this. This news just came out this morning. Now, just to remind you, it was the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, that tried to put a ban on all crypto transactions, all Bitcoin transactions. Last year, they tried to put this into effect, and RBI is the regulator of the entire banking system of India, and they didn't like crypto. They didn't like Bitcoin. Well, as of this morning, we now have confirmation. So this isn't speculation, this is confirmation that India's Supreme Court has overturned the central bank directive, leaving companies and leaving people legally free to transact, do whatever they want with Bitcoin and crypto. Now, if true, India is nearly as big as China, meaning that would open up a potentially large market for Bitcoin buyers. This on not so much an immediate level, right? Nothing's happening today, but on a fundamental level for Bitcoin. This has massive potential. Absolutely bullish news. Throw this video a like, because I also want to share with you some not so bullish news. This channel will cover it all. That's why you subscribe. But as a reminder, we just reported to you yesterday that the Federal Reserve has officially taken emergency action and is cutting interest rates before their scheduled meeting. Now, this emergency action interest rate cut, we have not seen action like this since the 2008 financial crisis. This, of course, brings the United States one step closer to not only zero interest rates, but potentially negative interest rates, which we're seeing from many other banks and governments around the world. Now, as a reminder, negative interest rates means that instead of you keeping your money in the bank and you making 1%, 2% interest, you pay them. Another way for them to take your money. Now, this is what's scary. This just dropped yesterday in Australia. I don't know if he's Rico, I don't know if he's Jones, but he's talking truth on the scary Orwellian future that they have over there. Australia is about to pass a cash ban, meaning that you can't transact in anything over $10,000 or else it's illegal. If you don't know about this, let Rico or Jones catch you up. What is the cash ban and how BS is this cash ban?
The legislation, not yet through the Parliament and hopefully won't make it, will ban the use of cash transactions over $10,000. Break the rules? 2 years in jail. Basically, the majority arguing that the government should not be interfering with an individual's legal right to spend cash how they wish. Or put another way, we should not be making the use of cash a criminal offence. However, the federal government says this is intended to fight the black economy by stamping out tax evasion. That is rubbish. Of course, if the tax system wasn't so ridiculously punitive, you wouldn't have to worry about tax evasion.
Okay, so this cash ban, it's outrageous on its own, but this channel has covered it before. Parliament is potentially voting this into law soon. But what's scary to me is when you combine, and thank God for Rico or Jones for pointing this out, but what's scary is when you combine this cash ban with negative interest rates. That's what's scary.
Since last night's discussion, one issue we touched lightly on has emerged of real concern, and this is the question of negative interest rates. Negative interest rates. That is, you put your money with the bank and they pay you interest as we sit now. But interest rates are almost zero. If they were below zero, you would pay the bank for handling your money. But punishing people who pay in cash by threatening them with jail terms forces them into the clutches of the banks. Do you get the drift?
Yeah, I catch your drift. Making it illegal to use cash forces people to use the banks, and having negative interest rates forces you to pay the bank's interest through your own money, even though that's now your only choice. Like the video if you appreciate these daily updates, if you appreciate staying informed. But just how many countries right now globally How many countries do have negative interest rates? And what are the real implications if this tax ban in Australia gets implemented? What are the potential ramifications in the future, as he calls it, this terrifying Orwellian future?
Now, there are 5 central banks already with interest rates below zero. Japan minus 0.10%, Sweden minus 0.330%, the European Central Bank minus 0.40%, Denmark minus 0.70%, Switzerland minus 0.80%. Now, the way we're going, the Reserve Bank might end up having interest rates below zero. So where does the 10 grand cash limit fit into this? Because of dreadful returns, bank deposits have been falling. Customers would rather hoard their money than stick it in the bank. But according to the most current data available, this is terrifying. As at the 28th of February, total bank deposits were $2.12 trillion. Stay with me for the math, as the Americans would say. When an economy has interest rates below zero, the banks are offering their deposit customers interest rates below zero. So a negative interest rate of, say, minus 0.25% means you would be paying the banks. And at minus 25% on $2.1 trillion, we would be paying the banks $5.304 billion just to hold our money in a bank account. So if you restrict the amount of cash that can be spent to 10,000, fearing jail, customers would be less likely to hoard cash. Because if the bank were to tell you it'd cost you a couple of $1,000s a year to maintain your bank account, you'd go and tell the bank to shove it. As Malcolm Fraser said, you'd put your money under the bed. But this legislation is designed to drive people to the banks. Welcome, as one of my listeners said, to the Orwellian state of Australia.
Wow, this is going to be one hell of a year, possibly decade. Next piece of news, big green flag out of Germany. Germany has officially recognized Bitcoin as a legal financial instrument. Their financial watchdog provided clarity on the legal status of cryptocurrencies. This news just came out about a day and a half ago. This is huge. The Federal Financial Supervisory Authority, BaFin, of Germany has officially defined cryptocurrencies as financial instruments, providing further regulatory clarity. And even though this is just a definition from the German financial watchdog, this is big. I mean, we need, basically what this means for you is, this makes it easier in Germany for those spending cryptocurrencies and will give some relief to businesses built around them. But what exactly was the verbiage for this new definition? Well, according to the translation of BaFin's press release published on March 2nd, cryptocurrencies are now classified as the digital representations of value that have the following characteristics. Now, right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that I consider bullish. 1, I think we can do better in the future, but here is the verbiage. Cryptocurrencies are, in Germany, not issued or guaranteed by any central bank or public body. They are non-sovereign. Germany gets it. Cryptocurrencies don't have the legal status of currency or money. So, in that way, I guess it's much like America. They're considered an investment. It's not money. It's like a stock. Cryptocurrencies can be used by individuals or legal entities as a means of exchange of payment. This is huge. People are free to transact in Germany. Businesses, people, anybody. Cryptocurrencies serve as an investment purpose. I like that. And cryptocurrencies can be transmitted, stored, and traded electronically. In general, very bullish. This leaves the people of Germany open up to invest and speculate and build businesses around cryptocurrency. The document also noted that cryptocurrencies are not to be confused with various types of electronic money, which have other sections of the law dedicated to them. So they don't fall under the laws of electric money. Government's saying that's something different. These are cryptocurrencies. So pretty positive. I mean, this news, India's news is bigger. I think this is almost just as close. 2 really big green flags fundamentally for Bitcoin. I love it. All right. That is the video for today. My name's Austin. I will be talking to you in the comments. But like always, see you tomorrow.